Hey there, viewers. This is Thomas03,000 or Blue Ink, depending on which account you're watching this from. Yeah, I am officially back and I am going to try to do weekly videos as I'm starting off my new career as a content creator. For the time being, though, it's just a slow rise to that point. I still have a job, don't get me wrong. I still have a job. Oh, and I also have a new friend here. Her name's Spooky. Yeah, she's basically the newest resident of our family. But anyways, yes, I'm going to try to do weekly videos from this point onwards. And for this first video, I thought, you know what, why don't I show my fans my small, and I do mean small, Chuggington collection. All the while, my cat's just craving attention. Yeah, I see ya. Where are your toys? Hang on. I'll get her out of here. There she goes. Anyways, yeah, we're going to start off by looking at what I do have for my Chuggington collection. Oh, and she is back. Yeah, she's back. So I hope you guys don't mind a little kitty cat who's partly trying to play with the stuff I got. Anyway, we'll start over here. And we're going to start off with this. This is the Pop and Transform Coco. It's actually one of the latest Chuggington toys to come out, and believe it or not, I found this at a Dollarama store in North Bay. Why is it called Pop and Transform? Well, that's why. Now, she's got boosters. And now, she's back to being regular Coco. She's the only one I have out of the box at the moment. And here is Pop and Transform Wilson. I've yet to get Wilson and Brewster out of their boxes. Been a little too busy to do that. But this at least gives you a chance to take a look at the box. And as you can see, this is from 2021, so it's not that old. And there are the three Chuggington trainees. And this shows you what Brewster has to offer. It also shows what Brewster, or Wilson has to offer, and what Brewster has to offer. Yeah. I look forward to getting Wilson out soon. And here's Brewster. Brewster kind of reminds me of Alco PA diesels. I don't know why. Maybe that's what Brewster is. 100% sure. Any Chuggington fans out there, maybe you can let me know what exactly Brewster is, as well as Wilson. And maybe tell me what Coco is. Anyways, we're going to look at some of my loose Chuggington toys here. We're going to start off, of course, with the die-cast, because that's what I started with. Here we start off with Leafy Brewster. And just so you guys know, these are all secondhand, with the exception of one. But we'll get to that one in a minute. Here is Muddy Wilson. Very nice. Now, when I got these, I didn't even know half the names of these characters until I looked it up. This one is Chatsworth. Good old Chatsworth. And of course, I had to get Action Chugger. His boosters does not stay up, as you can see. They do fold back down. But still, it's nice to have Action Chugger. Now, the first four I actually acquired from the Barry Antiques Mall. And that was back in February of 2024, and my cat is just sticking her tail everywhere. Anyway, here's old Puffer Pete. And as you can tell, this is one of those later Tommy renditions, so the chassis is metal, but the body is mostly plastic. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a huge fan of that, but it is what it is. So that's old Puffer Pete. I always have a hard time getting this one out. But here is Cormac. Pretty cool character. I've yet to see this one in Chuggington. Still pretty cool. Now here's the only one I have new. And by the way, I got these two from Totally Thomastown. This one I actually got with the DVD, which I think is called Icy Escapades. So this is Icy Wilson. Wilson here is die-cast metal, though not the same metal as Muddy Brewster here. Or Wilson, sorry. I'm getting these guys mixed up. Oh well, keeping that in. So yeah, this is my only brand new Chuggington diecast out of the box. And here is Muddy Brewster. And moving on, and we have a diecast Coco, just a regular Coco. Now, this and this I got at the Berry Market again. This one I do believe came in a Totally Thomastown pack. I'm not 100% sure. I'll have to look back to see if I did acquire it from that pack. But anyway, this is Irving. Pretty cool. Now the next one's really beat up, but I had to have this one. This is Matumbo, the Safari Expert Chugger. I actually got this from Hidden Treasures in New Liskeard. Yeah, I know, not the best quality condition, but you know what? I had to have this one because, you know, I don't have that many Chuggington engines. And here is what I call Popcorn Hodge. Got this one most recently from the Berry Market. Pretty cool. And by recently, I mean in June. And around that same time, I got, I believe this is Owen. It's like a Class 4 A4 steam locomotive. And I'm pretty sure that's what Owen is. The same can be said for Speedy McAllister, which I do not have. Yet. Now, with Owen, I found this chugger just in a bin sitting amongst a whole bunch of Hot Wheels cars outdoors. It was being sold by one of the outdoor vendors. And when I saw this, I knew I had to get it. So, yeah, now I have Owen. And this one, I had no idea who this was until I got home and looked at the back of the wooden railway boxes, which I'll show you in a minute. This is Decca, another character I haven't seen in Chuggington yet. Still, pretty cool to have this one. And I got this just 2 months ago from the Berry Market. Alright, now we're going to move on to the wooden railways, which I got from Totally Thomastown on separate occasions. So this one we're starting off with is Callie. Love the attention to detail on these ones. And here's Wilson. Brewster. Yeah, these are all secondhand in case you guys are wondering. And here's Dunbar. These were the first 4 Chuggington characters I ever got. Then here's Camouflage Coco. I might have shown her off in the past. Not 100% sure. And then there's Old Puffer Pete. And the next 2 I actually got for my birthday this year. This one is Frostini. That looks delicious. Frostini. And of course, Action Chugger. And unlike my diecast variant, the boosters do stay up. Now, also included in here are the battery-operated Chuggington items. Basically, you press on the roof, and these things just go, go, go. They're pretty powerful little engines, I will say that. Of course, we have Action Chugger, which sadly does not have the booster feature. Kind of sad. So kind of the weakest of the two that I have right now. The Wilson. Yeah, Wilson looks pretty good. And I do have one in a set. But that's a story for another time. And now, we're going to take a good look at my inbox wooden railway and inbox diecast collection. So we'll start off with the wooden railways. As you can see, I have green painted Wilson as seen in Hoot versus Toot. Not for resale. Yeah, I got all these together in one huge bundle. Pretty cool. And then there's Matumbo. One in very good condition, I will say for certain. Some of these are learning curve, others are Tomies. Here's Harrison. I have Harrison in the boxes, but I don't have him loose yet. And here's Piper. Kind of the weakest of all the wooden railway chuggers, but that's okay. I like Piper. And of course, there's Emery. Emery just kind of makes me laugh every time I see him on screen. Yeah. So there's the wooden railways, and now the diecasts. As you can see, yep, I do have Harrison. Pretty cool. And then there's Frostini from the Chugger Championship. And look at that. I do have Coco in the box. The box is in a little bit of bad shape, but hey, still holding Coco in there. And here's a good-looking Matumbo from Learning Curve. And finally, here's Irving. Again, box not in the greatest shape, but I still like it. Alright, my friends, so that is my current small collection of Chuggington items. I hope to expand on this collection going into the new year. And just gonna throw this over to Spooky. Now, like I said at the beginning of this video, I am going to go back into making weekly videos as I slowly work my way up to becoming a content creator. If you've seen this on Patreon, then welcome to Patreon, my friends, and I thank you very, very much for, joining me on Patreon. If you're watching this for the first time on YouTube, well, welcome back to the channel, or if you're a first-time viewer of my channel, then welcome to all of you. I plan to do more videos in the near future, so keep your eyes open real soon for, well, more videos. I do have more clips that are saved on my camera here of past adventures, and in fact, I do plan on releasing my trip to Huntsville's Narrow Gauge Railway last year that I would love to share with all of you and kind of share the story behind it all. But that's another video for another time. But before I sign off, I will say that if you are watching this on YouTube and you would like to support me, make sure to follow the link in the description down below for my Patreon. There you get 1 week access to these videos before they come out onto YouTube, and more importantly, you'll also get to see brand new artworks from yours truly, some sneak peeks into upcoming videos that are bigger than this one, and yeah, you'll get to see so much more from yours truly, including my own Let's Play videos. And yes, you'll get to see more of this little girl in the near future. So yeah, that's it for me, my friends. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all next week with another video. Until then, I'm signing off. Have a good night, and yeah, okay, see you later. I really don't have much more to say. Bye now.